So this prep just seems to be going like so quickly. Last week I didn't make a video. So I'm now into my 4th week. Had a check-in today, so I've got a few changes on my plan, but nothing really major. I'm still firing up my metabolism, eating a lot of food, training a lot. My strength is definitely going up in the gym, and I feel really good. I suppose it's going really quick at the moment because it doesn't feel that hard. I'm not hungry. We're not cutting yet, and yeah, it's all good. I'm eating lots of clean, decent food, so I feel fine. One thing I wanted to ask people is, when I done my application for Pure Elite, you have to pick a category. So my category was transformation category. So that'll be when I'm on stage, they'll show my before photo. And I sent in 3 photos that I liked, that I wanted them to use, and they've asked me to pick one. So I'm going to put those photos in the comments. So just let me know which one you think I should use, because I don't want the responsibility of choosing one photo that's going to represent my transformation. So I still feel really motivated, and I think it's mainly because I've got a proper goal at the moment, and because I've got so much accountability in terms of having a coach, like I said before, so somebody to check in with every single week, who's also got your goal in mind. So every single thing that he puts into that plan is all in with my goal in mind. So it's brilliant knowing that somebody's got all that knowledge and they can just give it to you to give you what you want at the end of it. Also, like, it's so good to have a purpose, so a reason why you're training. So we're always like, you know, you're in the gym or whatever you're doing and you've got no real end goal, you're just training, and it can just get a bit samey and like, why am I doing it? But you carry on because you love it. But having a particular goal and can really help you be consistent, and that's your accountability. So like for me, having that discipline in my life, where I spent years having no discipline with food, doing no exercise whatsoever, and I knew that I didn't feel right. And as time went on and I gained more knowledge, I knew that training and the more I exercised, the better I felt about myself, and the better I ate, the better I felt about myself as well. So that's why I will teach and preach until the day that I die, probably, that being healthy and eating well and working out regularly will help people with their physical and mental health as well. So like having that as a purpose as well, and like training people, it makes me feel like a better person. It gives me something to do in my life. It gives me like a life purpose. It was something that I was searching for before I started training other people myself. Like, what is my purpose? And I really found it with this. And I know that it helps so many people. I've got a lot of clients that come to me with anxiety issues and, you know, obviously issues with food and stuff, which I've been through all of that before. So also like doing this plan, and I've got that accountability, and I'm being really consistent. I feel so good. Like, there's no self-sabotage. I'm not doing anything that would, you know. So yesterday was like quite a test. Like, it was the first time in the 3 weeks that we went on like a social outing with family, and there's obviously loads of food there, you know, cakes, brownies, sausage rolls, all this picnic food, and there's me and Paul with our meal preps, and then afterwards everyone went back and had a Chinese, and we went off and went to the gym, because like, we're not gonna sabotage our goals for like a temporary, you know, feeling that you get from eating some food, which like most people do every single day. You know, you go for the option that you fancy because you're thinking about food emotionally, and you're thinking on the spot, you've got nothing prepared. And I say this to my clients quite a lot, like, if you're prep, for me, when you're preparing your food in advance, it takes out the thinking, it takes out the emotion. So you know that at lunchtime you go to the fridge, you get your lunch out the fridge, that's it, there's no thinking about it. Whereas if you've got nothing prepped, and you go to your fridge and you're going to eat whatever you fancy, and usually what you fancy when you're hungry is crap, because your body is asking you to feed it and give it sugar, so then your levels go up and blah blah blah. That's a whole nother topic for another day. So yeah, it's been really good, like, for us doing it together as well, me and Paul, because we know we're both in it together. We both know that we've both got a plan and we're both sticking to our plan, and we're thinking of the long goal rather than just thinking about right now in the moment, like, what do I want? We're thinking about, we've set this challenge for ourselves and we're going to get on stage in, what is it now, 12 weeks? Yeah, 12 weeks time. 12 weeks on Saturday we'll be on stage, and there will be no doubt in our mind that we've done the best we could possibly do in those 16 weeks, and you can't do any more than that. So if you take anything from this, it's that if you've got a goal and you sit there and think, do you know what, I actually want this, I want to lose weight, or I want to make my business better this way, then you've got to work out the way you're going to do that, and then you've just got to stick to it. Like, no excuses. Like, get yourself some accountability somehow. Maybe if, like, it's fitness or fitness related, then you could get yourself a personal trainer, or just hang out with people in that circle, and you just work with zero excuses, because that's another thing that, because you know when people are giving you an excuse, and it's not, you know, I could give people an excuse all the time, like, oh, I'm not training today because whatever, but I don't, because I know that the goal that I've set myself, I need to get there. I need to get to the gym, I need to get my work done, and afterwards it will always outweigh the feeling of if I didn't go to the gym. So if it's a training day, which for me at the moment is every single day I'm going to the gym, right? So I wake up in the morning and I work out how I'm going to get into the gym that day. So I could use my kids as an excuse, like, I can't go to the gym because my kids it's the summer holidays, can't go. But I don't, because I have to go to the fucking gym. So, you know, I do whatever I can in my power to get there. And do you know what? Every single day of the last 22 days, I've managed to do what I've set out to do. And you can as well. So whatever it is that you want to do, you set yourself your goal, and then fuck the excuses. Like, no more excuses. If you, like, want that thing enough, you will make sure you get there. So when my clients are saying to me, I can't come and do my PT session this week because so-and-so, I know a lot of the time that it's an excuse, and that 1 hour of the week out of 168, they could get there. They could get to that PT session, really. But a lot of people just take the excuse and roll with it, rather than saying, you know, I'm doing it. I'm going to get there and I'm going to do it, because when you start, you've got a reason, and you should always let whatever comes up be a reason to do something rather than an excuse. That's all. So yeah, ending point. Please help me pick my photo to use on stage for my transformation. That'll be in the comments. And if anyone wants any advice or just to kick up the arse, just message me. I'm always happy to give people a kick up the arse and tell them, like, no more excuses. Come on. If you want something, you're willing to work for it. Come on, put the work in.